The Atchison Group team of food safety consulting experts will be at this year's IAFP conference in Long Beach, California, to share our expertise in sessions and poster presentations. We will also be hosting a booth in the exhibit area, number 235, to answer any questions, discuss your food safety needs, and simply meet and greet our clients and industry cohorts. To provide you with a taste of the sessions in which TAG is involved, we've invited our presenters to provide an overview of the sessions and why you should plan to attend.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lily Yang. I am so excited to see everybody back at IAFP this year in Long Beach, nonetheless. Woo! Finally by the sun. Bless up. Anyway, I'm so excited that you are all going to be around. I hope that you are all coming in, hopefully by Sunday, so that by Sunday morning, y'all could be attending the PDG meetings for professional development groups. And what does that mean? And why would we do that? Well, don't you want to find out more about what's going on in the world of whatever food safety part you're in? So I am actually going to be the incoming vice chair for the plant-based and alternative products or alternative proteins professional development group. And we will be meeting Sunday from 10:15 a.m. until 11:45 a.m. And so if you are interested and if you are in the world of plant-based foods, cell culture, any of the alternative proteins, any of that space, feel free to come on and drop on by, hear what the updated news in this world is, besides just what we see on TV and also in the news that we receive. But you also get to meet a whole bunch of other folks who are also in this space as well. So either way, we look forward to seeing you on Sunday at one of the many professional development groups, of which there's like at least 20. But all that to say, definitely come by and see us on Sunday at any of those PDG meetings. Hopefully you're also going to be learning some cool things, and it's going to be great. And we look forward to also seeing you at the booth.
Hello, my name is Ruth Petran, and I'm Senior Advisor with the Atchison Group. As part of IAFP 2024, we're very happy to welcome you to attend Roundtable number 15, which is entitled, How Did FDA Define Strong Evidence for Food Traceability List, or FTL Foods, and what are its implications for the future? This is being held on Tuesday, July 16th, 2024, at 10:45 a.m. in room 104B at the Long Beach Convention Center. The food traceability rule requires increased tracing for certain foods as determined by the FDA's risk ranking model for food tracing. This lively session with a group of regulators and industry representatives will address a few things. What is this model? How and when it may be updated? And it will consider various implications of this model for various stakeholders. Please join us to learn more about the model, how it may impact you, and how you may be able to influence it.
Hello, I'm Ben Miller, Executive Vice President of Scientific and Regulatory Affairs at the Atchison Group. We hope that you can join us, and I know Dr. Ruth Petran has shared a little bit more information in terms of date and time for this session, but we will be at IAFP talking about how did FDA define strong evidence for the food traceability foods and what are its implications for the future. So during that session, I'm going to talk about some of the experiences that we've had at the Atchison Group and working with a variety of clients across the supply chain in terms of some of the challenges and opportunities they've seen in implementing and complying with this rule. I think the overall session is going to be an interesting one. I think a lot of people are familiar with the food traceability list, but may not be as familiar with FDA's risk ranking model in terms of how certain foods got on that list and why other foods weren't on that list. And so this is going to be an engaging panel discussion where we'll hear from FDA in terms of the methodology that goes into identifying a food that's on the list, and then also hearing about just the agency's approach to updating the list in the future. We'll also have a chance to hear from some associations that have been working with their membership and again, some of the challenges and opportunities that they've seen. We'll also be touching on the Partnership for Food Traceability, which is an initiative that the Atchison Group is working on with Levitt Partners and with the FDA, really to create a partnership between industry and the agency to be able to answer some of the technical questions that have come up in terms of compliance around the rules as industry works to become compliant ahead of that January 20th, 2026 timeframe. So I'm confident it's going to be an engaging session, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Karla Acost, and I am an expert in food safety training with extensive experience in retail food safety. I'm very excited to be one of the 6 panelists who present our session titled Transitioning from Auditor to Coach, Reimagining Retail Audits to Build Collaborative Relationships and Dissolve the us versus them mentality. And this session will take place on Tuesday, July 16th at 1:30 p.m. So to tell you a little bit about what a brief description of this session in the realm of the world of retail food safety, evaluating the effectiveness of food safety programs is often limited to intermittent inspections that are conducted both internal and external by internal and external entities. However, these standard inspections oftentimes face several challenges, including the observer effect, the perceived punitive nature of inspections themselves, and also a lack of standardization across auditors. So these factors can oftentimes lead to inspections that do not accurately reflect the state of food safety within an establishment. So during this session, we will explore how reimagining inspections and audit practices can lead to an improved food safety culture and stronger food safety programs. Since if you're within the retail realms, you'll know that traditionally inspections are used to assess safe food practices, but they oftentimes miss the opportunity to coach, to teach, and to build strong relationships between the auditors and auditees. So this session brings together retail industry members and regulatory personnel experienced in internal audits and inspections to delve into current practices, identify opportunities to enhance the auditing programs that maybe you're thinking of implementing or already have implemented. We also will try to encourage to have you foster a more mature and inclusive food safety culture. But more than anything, this session will discuss a range of topics, including 3 main ones, which are the methods for conducting standard food safety inspections that bridge that gap between store auditors and auditees, or, enforcing from government to the establishment itself. We'll also cover how to take meaningful action based on collected data that you have within your operations to strengthen food safety programs and build upon that food safety culture. And we'll also cover some ways to evaluate food safety beyond the standard inspection. So using other forms of data, whether you're already collecting them, or maybe you have a third party, or other aspects, other data that you may not realize you already have, and how you can use that to evaluate your food safety. So I hope to see you all there, and I'm very excited for this session, as it's one of my favorite topics because I've been on all sides of the triangle. I was a health inspector for 5 years. I worked in retail, managing operations and events for hundreds, thousands of people, managing the food. And I am now in the third party auditing consulting world. So I can definitely speak on all of those aspects and provide perspectives to kind of merge the 3. But I guarantee you will learn about innovative approaches to food safety inspections that not just evaluate performance, but also foster a trusting and collaborative relationship between all these different entities. But yeah, I'm excited and I hope to see you all there. Bye.
Hey everyone, my name is Angela Ferelli Gruber. I am a senior manager at the Atchison Group in food safety. And this year at IAFP, I will be presenting both a poster and also hosting a marketplace submission about worker training, specifically worker training for agricultural workers who work in produce. This comes from a grant that I had the opportunity to work with the University of Maryland on with Dr. Shauna Henley, as well as New Mexico State University. So the poster that we are going to have is P108. It's titled Transforming a Grower Needs Assessment into a Worker Training Toolkit that will be able for folks to review and look at and chat with me about it on Monday, July 15th, 2024. And that poster is going to walk you through the development that the University of Maryland, TAG, and NMSU went through to create a few modules for worker training that are web-based modules that we have launched to help workers understand risk assessment and how to work safely on the farm. So we've got 4 lessons that we're going to showcase in this poster. The one lesson is an introductory video about risk assessment. The second one's an interactive tool that learners can go through to kind of understand worst case scenarios and how to apply risk assessment on the farm. Another one is a visual interactive, how to create an SOP. And then finally, a this or that sort of scenario-based interaction for people to make decisions on how to harvest produce safely and how to wash produce safely during a day. The second one is our marketplace submission that will be happening Tuesday, July 16th from 1:30 p.m. onward. And in that, we're going to be showcasing not only our lessons that we've created, but also we made a train the trainer facilitation guide for any supervisor or other mentor who is trying to execute these trainings to their workers. We made a comprehensive guide that goes through each of these lessons that I previously mentioned, and we give you tips and tricks on how to effectively execute those lessons, both in short form, if you only have 5 minutes, medium form, if you've got around 15 minutes with your learners, and long form. And so in all of this, we want to just showcase that these lessons are all about risk assessment, and they are additive. So you can take what you need now for teaching your workers this season, like what's the biggest, most important takeaway that people need to learn this season, and you can build on it in the seasons in the future. There's no requirement that you need to do all of these lessons. They're kind of one-stop shops, but they can be buildable. So the one big takeaway and what we want people to learn from our development of these trainings is to teach people that it's important, you know, when you're teaching adult learners, these farm workers, they want to know the why behind things. And part of that why in working in food safety is learning about how important risk assessment is and how you can put on your risk assessment hats when you're doing normal farm activities every day, and how important it is to train on that so that every worker has really developed muscle memory when they come across different situations on the farm. And this is all to get everybody compliant with the regulations set forth in the FSMA produce safety rule. So come on down to the convention floor and catch me at my poster or the marketplace, and I'd be happy to chat with you more about it.
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you again. This is Lily again, and we're looking forward to seeing you at all of our sessions and at our booth. But check out the session I have upcoming. So for all of y'all who are going to be in attendance and who will be there until Wednesday, July 17th, totally inviting you to please visit and come see us at Cultivating Meaty Cells, a perspective focused on food safety, regulatory, and experiences in the cell culture space. This is session 64, and it's going to be from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. in room 104AB at the Convention Center. What are we going to talk about? Well, let's be honest, cell culture meat innovation has rocked out of the roof, and we will actually have speakers from both the FDA as well as even from industry, specifically a meat company, but you'll have to come attend yourself to find out, and as well as sanitation crew and lawyers to help discuss the space around cultivated meat. And it's actually going to be really cool because obviously a lot of us are getting into this new technology, new space with like plant-based proteins, cultivated meats, alternative proteins, etc. So definitely come on by, hear what's in the know, what different companies are doing and how this is being regulated, especially when we talk about like new ingredients and new products with it. We look forward to seeing you there. And last but not least, cannot wait for you to see us at our booth. Please come say hi. Be like, hey, we're here to see you. And we are always so excited to see you. So please do not hesitate to hit us up on LinkedIn, find us on the app, or definitely just give us a shout and send us a message. And we hope to look forward to you soon. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. See you there.
It's a great slate of presentations from TAG, from which you're sure to come away with new and useful information. Be sure to put these sessions and a visit to TAG booth number 235 on your schedule. We look forward to seeing you at IAFP.